cotton ball and let my hair down real good with it. And
There you go.
In my life.
Yeah, you are.
Okay, so no. You have committed to saying in several different parts of your stupid little project that you're trying to do here, you committed 4 federal crimes. Wait a minute. 3, actually. But there is a 4th one, and I'll have to go find it here shortly. But let me tell you something, punk, and that's all you are as a punk. You had your shit taken off my channel, which is fine, because I don't care. At least I've got copies. What you don't seem to understand, the things that you committed and admitted to, was 1, you were going to kidnap my daughter. Secondly, you was going to sell her. And third, you was going to take her out of the country. Federal crimes. That leads into imprisonment. In a prison cell, not in a jail cell. Now, that being said, I want you to understand something, punk, is that I'm the type of mama and I'm royal fucking bitch now. I am not kidding. And some of the things that you were saying to my daughter, really? You think you're the man? No. You're a woman with that dick. Got me? You're a woman with a dick. That's all you are. You're throwing a hissy fit because you're not getting your way. My question is, because I'm going to interrogate you, what is the obsession with my child? What is the obsession? I want to know. I want to fucking know what the obsession is. Because it's awful fucking strange that you're using Emo Metal 59 as your account on one of them and putting all this shit on there. Either you stole that account or you and Emo are working together. Now, the thing is, I've got this to say to you. Back off. Back off. Because I am getting ready to turn all this into the cops. And they can get you on this shit because you've said it more than once that you were going to do those things to my kid. And then I've got the screenshot saying that you was going to silence her, that you were going to take a needle and thread and sew her mouth shut. She's not an alligator. She's not a crocodile. She's not a snake. And that's what they usually do to them to keep them from biting. Let's see. Any more? Do you want to treat her? Oh, you also admitted to something else too. You said, because I got you quoted on it on a screenshot. I asked you about the tree. And you popped up and said that you told me to keep my mouth shut. And you told me that I need to keep my mouth shut. Why? Because you don't know you don't want anybody knowing what you did. I'll tell everybody what you did. You were taking pictures of ladies' underwear or their private parts underneath their skirts or their dresses. You got caught by a couple of guys, and they tied you to a tree and put your underwear down around your fucking ankles. And supposedly fire trucks or whatever had to come and rescue you because of that reason. Because you were tied to a tree. Now, that being said, right there is sick enough. But then you also got busted for lasciviousness, and then you turned around and got busted for assault. All 3 at one time. And you were put in jail for it. Because otherwise, I wouldn't have gotten the mug shot. Now, that being said, I want you to understand something. That carries far here in the United States, whether you like it or not. See, with all the things that you're saying to my kid, they'll hold that against you because of what you've already done. Now, that being said, I want you to understand this too, bud. I don't have nothing against you, except when you say the stupid shit you're saying, but I want to know what the obsession is. You see, you won't answer me because you're a fucking chicken shit. And don't say you're going to silence me because this bear doesn't get silenced no matter what. Are you going to kill me? Are you going to have somebody come here and shoot me? Are you going to keep doing all this shit so I have to physically fight? I can do that. I don't have a problem with it. But the person I'm going to really fight with is you. And it's because that you're the one that's popping off and saying all this shit about my kid. And I don't put up with any of that kind of shit whatsoever. What you don't seem to understand that here in the United States, we don't pull the shit that you guys can do over in your own country. We don't do that here. You're supposed to conduct yourself as a gentleman, but you can't do that, can you? And everything that you talked about and showed pictures of and all this other shit has been nothing but sexual. Your brain is fucking fried. In fact, I don't think there is a brain in between your ears whatsoever. Otherwise, you wouldn't talk the way that you do. And if you think that's the way to get a woman, you're nuts. You're absolutely fucking stupid. Go get the lighter.
It's right there.
Where? But anyway, you need to understand, dude, is that we don't do that here. We don't do that here at all whatsoever.
Right there.
And anybody that agrees with you is stupid. Now, that being said, you said getting on another alt that you had or whatever and told me to keep my mouth shut, told me to take the screenshots down that I've done. No, I won't. I am doing a public service announcement on the things that you have said to my kid and you said to somebody else. I just found that out recently, to let people know what you're doing. See, I also know that you have an Instagram account too. Supposedly you're doing all this stuff on there as well. Thing of it is, dude, it's not how to get a woman. And you're only 5'4" and 140 pounds. What are you going to whip? Nothing. And you think you're going to silence people? Right. Do me a favor, get a one-way ticket and go back to India. Because you don't need to be here if you're going to conduct yourself like you are. That's just bullshit. I mean, we have enough problems in our own country with stupid people. We don't need any more in here. See ya. Got me? Because I don't put up with bullshit. And you think you're a man by doing all this stuff? No, you're not. You're a fucking little mouse, a little fucking coward. It's what you are. That's what cowards do, is talk this way because they're too afraid to get a woman on their own. And then you want to sell my child? Man, you're fucked up in the head, dude. Well, cops are going to hear about all this stuff. And I got a lot of screenshots that just got sent to me by several people that was watching this. Now, that being said, I want you to understand something. I find out through other people that you're doing this more than just my daughter and this other girl. It's going to have to be a fight or a flight. And it's going to be a fight because you're not going to win this one. And that's just because you're hurting people. You're not helping them any. You're hurting them. And then threatening to kidnap and sell and all this other kind of stuff. Let me tell you what that actually is. It's called trafficking. You cannot take somebody from the United States and sell them to somebody over in India and then ship them over there and think it's okay, because that is called trafficking. Trafficking. Now stop and think about that for a minute. I posted it. I told you this. You just don't get it. We don't do that shit here. You want to do it in your own country? Fine, go do it. I don't give a flying fuck what you do in your country. Okay? Because it's none of my business. In a place I would never visit anyway. But I'm telling you, they can actually kick your ass out of the country for the things that you're saying on here. They really can. And don't think they can't, because they can't. So all I have to do is just send this to the cops. All I have to do is send it to FBI. All I have to do is send it here and there and everywhere. If necessary, I'll send it to our president. And he can kick you out of here. You just don't get the danger you're putting somebody in. You understand me? You're not hurting her. You're putting her in danger. And why do that? Why do that? You need to shut your mouth to whomever you're talking about, because you're not a person. You are a fucking little finite piece of shit. It's what you are. I'm not standing for this. I won't. But I do want to know what your obsession is. She is to block you on every account imaginable and be done with it. Now, if you want to come fighting with me, all you want, go for it, because I just ignore you anyway, because you're nothing but a piece of shit to me. But when it comes to my kid, I don't care if she's an adult or not. You do not fuck with her whatsoever. And honestly, how do you know she's telling her real age about herself? You don't know if she's 15. What? Oh, all right. You don't know that. You don't know if the other girls are adult either. Nobody showed their ID. Nobody showed anything. So honestly, you don't know how old somebody's talking to. And here in the States, it's illegal to talk to anybody like that and tell them things like that, let alone an adult. But you know something? You just fucked up your life. You really have. Because when you talk about selling people, kidnapping them, and making them and forcing them to marry somebody out of another country, it's absolutely asinine. Oh, you're Satan's advocate. Like I told you earlier, you're one of the reptilian people that they keep talking about, or you're just a fucking lizard that's belly crawling on the ground. Either way, it doesn't matter. You're not actually human, and you're not. You are a heartless son of a bitch that walks the face of the earth. Heartless. Because if you had a heart or even a soul, you wouldn't even fucking say shit like that. Period. See, this is one thing I cannot stand. Is that everybody wants to judge me and then you try to judge me? Fuck that shit, dude. I don't say things like you do. And what's sad is that when you meet God one day, which we're all going to eventually, I pray me and the Autumn Singer get us off this fucking planet. Think about that one. If we both died today, you know what this will lead to? You don't get that either, do you? So both of us committed suicide, or we end up getting killed. This leads right back to you. You don't understand that, do you? See, because they'll check to see who's the last people that we talked to. And you're one of the last people that we said anything to. See, you're dumb. You are dumb as a box of fucking rocks. You don't stop and think about consequences. You don't stop and think about anything except for what you feel to say at the moment. And everything that you're talking about is bullshit. And then you was asking Autumn not too long ago either, was what she charged. What do you mean by that? Hmm? She's not a prostitute. She's not going to sell herself for you. She's not going to sell herself for anybody. Then you had the audacity to make another little post, and I've got the screenshot on it too, that you were only going to charge half price because she was damaged goods. No, baby doll, you are damaged. Inside and completely outside. You're 140 pounds, 5'4", soaking wet. And what's sad about that is that, dude, I match your height. I match your weight. Now, let's see who can fight better. You can't. I wish you would find it. But you want to know something? It's going to be fun turning all this stuff in. Because you already fucked up. You fucked up bad. See, like I said, I got the screenshot of you being in jail for a crime that you committed. You had 3 charges pushed against you. And then the tree thing, we got that. And you admitted that it happened. And then all the stuff that you said that you was going to do to my kid. And then we got all the screenshots saying exactly what you was going to do to her on the Emo Metal 59 account. So you want to know something? You blew it. You blew it. You think I'm mad? Oh, I'm more than pissed. But see, I try to hold back my anger because I know what I'm capable of doing. And I don't want to go there. Not over you, not over any other stupid ass fucking human being. And like I said, you're not human anyway. I know that. and you think you're scary, but you're not. You're just a mere stupid man that's either horny as hell, probably don't even know what that word means, or you have so many lustful thoughts in your stupid brain, you can't think straight, and that's all you think about. And if your dad wants to remarry, there's plenty of women over in your country. He don't need to marry somebody from the United States, especially my daughter. Then you told me earlier you were sitting over in Idaho in front of my house. Wrong. Wrong. But you want to know something funny, though? I don't sleep. Think about that one for a minute. I catch cat naps. I don't sleep. So I know what's going on around my neighborhood at all times, whether you like it or not. So you can't slip through here, can't slip by here, can't have anybody doing anything stupid because I already know. See, now I got a couple of us on the corner from me, too. Ow.
Sorry.
But here's the thing. Keep your mouth shut. And I can promise you, I'll leave you alone. But you have to keep your mouth up on them. Quit talking about her. Quit saying anything sexual about her. Quit saying that you're going to do all this shit to ship her out of the country. Then I'll shut my mouth. Or should I repost all your stuff again? Because I can do that. I've already turned it into YouTube. And I did that on purpose because I cannot stand when a man does that.
Mom, Justice of Internet is in your live chat.
Who?
Justice of Internet.
I don't care who's in my fucking live chat.
He's posting our address.
I'll get my fucking phone all wet.
Sorry.
That's not where I live either, you dumbass. Here. He got banned. No, dude, I'm not racist. I've met a lot of people in my own hometown that are like you, that are from India and places like that. I don't have a problem with them, and not a one of them has ever talked to me, my daughter, or anybody else in my family the way that you've done my daughter. Not a one. Not a one of them. Why is it you that have to talk that way to my kid? See, that's what makes me mad. A lot of you guys that I have met have been as sweet and nice, and then you come along, and then you act like a fucking asshole. I don't get that. Why? Why? Hi. Being mad. No, you're not even humans to know, because most humans have a heart and have a soul, and they don't do the shit that you do. They don't say the shit that you say. You are not human. You are Satan's advocate. You belly crawl. It's the only thing you're able to do. And you grovel because you're upset because I'm finding out a lot of shit about you. You can be mad all you want to, dude. Because you will have to murder me to get to my daughter. Literally fucking murder me. Okay? Because this is all going to go to the cops anyway. I'm done with this shit. I got to call the cops this next couple nights and let them know. And then as soon as I find out the one guy that has dealt with stuff before, I will give him a call, tell him he needs to get a hold of you, tell him to get a hold of the police in your hometown and in your state, and slap a restraining order against you. And once that restraining order goes through, you are not allowed to make a video. You are not allowed to say anything on posts. You're not allowed to talk to any of these guys online about Autumn or me, either one. And when you get caught doing it, you get in trouble.
And automatically go to fucking jail.
and it's an automatic jail sentence. So I guess that's the way I'm going to have to do things, is get a restraining order put against you. That way you'll shut your ugly little mouth. Dude, I don't even know you, and I don't even want to know you. But, it's sad that you have to say these things about my daughter and get online and tell her that you wanted to fuck her, and that's exactly what you said. You couldn't wait to fuck her and kiss her and all kinds of stuff. That's disgusting. You don't talk like that. Even if you had a girlfriend or a wife, you still don't talk like that to her. That's just messed up. Unless you're face to face, and you'll never get face to face with my daughter. Because I told you what you would have to do to get to her. And if something happens to me, and I'm not online, because I know there's a lot of people I know that get online and watch all this stuff, and if I happen to disappear, they'll know what happened. And it still goes back on you. You need to understand a lot of this stuff, dude. And you need to quit talking about you're going to make people trash cans, toilets, and all kinds of stuff like that. That's what your brain's made of. Because that's all you think about. See, I've noticed that in the last several days, is that on that emo metal 59, that's all you talked about. All you talked about. And then you were talking about that you didn't have a mom, and you was jealous of Autumn because of that reason. Why? See, there was something else I asked you about that too, you didn't answer. Why is that? Nope, I sent it back and I told him not to send anymore. Because I got part of the phone number. And all I have to do is go to every restaurant in my town and tell them that if they got anything from my address, do not accept it and do not send it. And they have to keep check on that. Ow, easy.
Sorry, Mom.
So you gonna shut up, dude?
He's gonna shut up Sanal and the assholes.
I think it's hilarious.
That's equal, by the way, in the chat.
Oh, okay. I'm not a slave, dude. So you can say what you fucking want. But you asked me what kind of person I am, or something to that effect on some comments. I'll tell you who I am. I'm a bitch. I am a royal fucking bitch. That's exactly who I am. See, ever since my daughter was born, I have had to be overprotective of her ever since. And it's because it's people like you. Don't think I've not been through this rodeo before, because I have, and I've done it in real life, and I've had the guy point a fucking gun at my head. And so you think you scare me? No. You think any of your buddies will scare me? No. But what is going to happen is that you just admitted that you wanted to know if I ate Emo's pizza. That was dumb. And they could call Domino's, and they could call the other one, and cops could find that out, and they could trace the number. And if they trace the number and it comes back to you anyway, it's still going to be on you, and you're going to tell them not to accept any calls from you. Or if it comes back to my address, do not send it. See, you're dumb. You're just stupid. Ow.
Sorry.
No, let him stay here. Because he doesn't realize what the fuck he's messing with. And for all of you other assholes out there, you gonna act like him? I feel sorry for you. And to know, why is it you want to human traffic my daughter so bad for? Why is that? Because that's what you're doing. You know that, right? I told you that like 15,000 times already. You're human trafficking my daughter. Then you put a picture up on that one account of yours and said that, showed a picture of you're supposed to have been dad and it's not your dad. And then you photoshopped a picture of my daughter saying that they were married. That's bullshit. Do you know you can get in trouble for that kind of shit? Do you realize that? I think you're dumb because you don't understand that you can get in a lot of trouble for that. I don't think you care, actually. Come on, Sonal, say something. No, you don't own anybody. You don't own anything. You don't even own your own life. Satan owns it because you're following him and exactly what he'd do. You know that, right? You know that, right? Hey, Jackson.
You feeling else coming out?
Yeah, I'm just reading comments at the moment.
Captain Price said
If Night Court's in here, block her, hide her, whatever. I don't like her, and she knows I don't.
I already hate her dad. I already hate her fucking ass.
Emo. I'm not blaming you for this, dude. I want you to understand that. And do I want more pizzas? No, I don't. But I want you to understand something. He is using the Emo Metal 59 account, and he's trying to make it look like it's you doing all this shit. Now, I got to ask you a question, though. Are you? And I'm not asking out of curiosity. I'm not blaming you. I'm just asking you. Answer me, Robert. Don't do that.
Janelle has pissed me off.
I don't care. You don't do that. What's the matter with you? Cat's got your tongue? And Robert, if you're doing this kind of stuff, don't do that. Because that's not cool either. Because he's using pictures of you saying that you love Autumn and all this other kind of stuff. And I don't appreciate that either because I know you don't. And if you do this, too bad. She doesn't love you. It's just pissing me off because you guys don't understand the damage that you're causing to my daughter. And Robert, you're the one that broke the deal that we had. Autumn never made an account in your name or anybody else's name for that matter. I would know for a fact if she did, and she didn't. She's been telling you the truth all along, and then you want to believe bullshit. But you know, I can say that maybe you're the one that's behind all this shit too.
Oh shit, Boogeyman's
Oh,
watching.
let
all
him
this
watch.
action.
Let him watch. Let him watch. Because it makes me wonder if he's not involved too. Because it seems like all the baddies want to come out and get on my life because I've never done one before. I think it's funny. So it makes me wonder about all you people. Who's all involved in this? Who is all involved? And if you can't admit it, that you're involved in all this shit, there is something wrong with you. If you can admit that you're involved in it, I'll leave things alone. But if you can't and you keep posting shit, I'm going to keep coming after you. That's just me.
Oh my god.
Go tell your brother to find his own liars.
What?
Go tell your brother he needs to find his liars on the floor in his room somewhere. So what's the problem, boys? Cat got your tongue? Have the cats got your tongue? Nobody's saying anything now. But I'm telling you, everything that was said to Autumn in the last few days, especially about kidnapping and all that kind of stuff, that is human trafficking. I want you guys, and I'm going to keep going right back to that because it's the truth. And you know that cops, FBI, and everybody else watches all this shit, right? You know that, right? It wouldn't surprise me if I get a phone call and ask them what's going on. I'm going to tell them. I've got nothing to hide. But the funny part of it is, though, you all seem to have something to hide. And it bothers me.
Uh-oh. Sonal just brought up Zach.
Who?
Sonal did.
No, you're not. He don't even live here. He's just visiting.
I told Sonal to leave Zach out of this.
And don't just keep about shut. But I've not had any sleep for the last 3 or 4 days because this has got me really upset. And I normally don't get this upset over stupid shit. But Snow, if this is you saying all this stuff about Autumn that you're going to sell her, kidnap her, and force her to marry somebody and take her out of the country, I'm just telling you up front, dude. You're making a huge mistake. Who's metal furnace?
Probably emo. This is simply just egging on the problem. Actually call the police instead of making that threat too.
No, they already know. They already know. Is that fake account again? Yep. You people are so fake, it's scary. None of you are transparent. Do you even know what that word means?
Hell no!
What?
Autumn will marry my dad next week. I ain't marrying your fucking dad!
Oh, God. Choked to death here. It's funny. Who are you?
Rachel Skyfire.
What's hitting the fan on March 3rd? That's what you're talking about.
Mach 3.
Or Mach 3, whatever. I don't pay attention to most of your posts, people. I want you to understand that. Because I don't really care. No, I'm not egging on the problem. It had to be talked about. What you don't seem to understand is that whenever somebody threatens to kidnap somebody, force them into another country, force them to marry another person that they're not willing to marry, and all this stuff, it has to be addressed. And that is human trafficking. I want you to understand that. Thing of it is, there's too much shit like that that goes on in the world today, and it does not need to go on whatsoever. Not at all. These guys don't need to talk sexual online. They don't need to do any of that. It shows that they have a low IQ because that's all they want to talk about. Now stop and think about that for a second. I'm being absolutely positive with you. What?
I admit it. I did. It is proof. I put my own phone number on order today. I'm not scared. And I gave you their address.
Why? I didn't give your address out and I know where you live. Emo. I know exactly where you live. But I don't give out your address. Why would you give out mine? And what if I told you Autumn didn't live here anyway? I'm just her caretaker. Who are you?
Oh, this person said hi, everyone. I don't think that person's here to cause problems. I think he's here to wonder what's going on. No, I did not email you.
Don't. Emo, she did not do anything. You're the one that started it by telling Autumn that you wanted to break her bedroom window and go in her bedroom and fuck her. I've got that on screenshot on my channel. So you want to know something? It's on posts. Go look, people. You have to scroll back a few months, but you'll find it. Now, why would I lie about stuff like that?
How's everyone doing?
That's not slander, dude. You said it. You even admitted it. So you want to know something? You try to tell Autumn that you were sorry that you said it and wanted her to be your friend again. And I told her absolutely not, because you're not going to say that kind of shit to her ever again. That's why I said no. See, when I feel somebody's a danger to my daughter, I don't let her be friends with them. And for me, I believe you're a danger. So, for what?
And by the way, Emo, you actually friended me on Facebook.
Why are you gonna sue me? I didn't do anything to you. Oh, cool. Pickles in here. Now, this had to be addressed. That's all there is to it. There was no sense of all that stuff being typed up about my daughter. That's just sickening. You don't threaten people with kidnapping, force them to marry somebody, forcing them into another country, make her look like a prostitute when she's not. All this other kind of stuff. Those are all felony charges. Federal felony charges. And I could bring this all up. What are you going to sue me for, Emo? What are you going to say? I want you to state it right now. What are you going to sue me for? Because Autumn didn't do anything to you. Not one thing. It is me that pushed the situation to keep her being friends with you again because of what you said to her. It is on screenshot. It is on my channel. It's in posts that you said that you're going to break her window so you can fuck her and you wanted to see her titties. That's exactly what you said. Now, if that wasn't true, why would I have a screenshot of it? Why? I don't take screenshots unless I feel it's necessary.
Are you kidding? I was pressured to draw NSFW and I said no.
She said no to that punk ass little kid. She was pressured, but she said no. No, she didn't make that. I told her I didn't want her to draw that kind of art because that wouldn't do her justice anyway. It would just make her look like an idiot. That's exactly what I told my daughter. So, chill out, lady or guy or whatever you are. It makes me wonder if a lot of you aren't involved in all this. Who is? Can you admit it? You guys are not going to admit that you're involved in it. And what all this is being said. This is crazy. It's not the reason why I'm pissed. Okay, Rachel Skyfire, what is illegal to ask? who's involved in this, I have every right to know. Because this isn't fair to Autumn. She's not done nothing to any of you. She's been ignoring a lot of you or blocking you, hiding you, whatever it takes to keep away from you guys. So there is nothing that be said against her or anything else for that matter. But nobody wants to leave her alone. Everybody wants to jump her ass for every little thing. Let me tell you something. As her mom, I've seen a lot of the shit that she's gone through on here. I've read all the messages. I've read everything imaginable. She has been threatened over and over and over. And I usually let her fight her own battles. But this one, I couldn't. And it's not illegal to ask who is involved in this. Because I look at it this way, because once one of you get in trouble for something, you're all going to wind up getting in trouble. Because you're all trying to cover up for each other. I know that for a fact, too. You're proving it right here. That's illegal. This is legal. This is not right. This is, bullshit. I'm her mom. I have every right to know. And somebody tells me I'm too overprotective. She's had a gun pointed at her head before, have you?
I don't think so.
A boy that she used to like in high school did that. They told her he was going to kill her. Have any of you ever been through that position? Probably not. That's why she gets freaked out over a lot of shit. All right? Until you have that happen to you, shut your mouth. And when the guy threatened to kill her, I went straight to his house. I was going to beat his ass. And I meant what I said. He pulled a gun on me. I told him to make sure he took a shot, make sure it counted. Because if I got back up, it was on. And I meant what I said there, too. See, like I said, I'm a bitch. I don't put up with that kind of behavior whatsoever. I know Autumn has fucked up a few times and said some things that she shouldn't have. But you guys don't know it because you're not around to hear it. But I do jump her ass over all that stuff. And whenever she gets on here and argues with any of you, I just tell her to fucking ignore you because you're not worth her time or her patience. And most of you aren't. Because if you were, you wouldn't act this way a lot of times. Now, you got any more arguments? Bring it.
You feeling the knots coming out of your hair?
Yep.
Brace yourself because it might pull.
FBI has been watching on here, honey. They have been. YouTube's under fire anyway for letting a lot of this stuff go on. I already found that out for a fact, too. I know who you are. Go away.
I hate it.
Because they were friends with somebody that got their ass in serious trouble, too. So, see ya. Y'all done yet? Don't be slamming Autumn. You want to slam somebody, slam me. Or can you not do that? It doesn't matter. She was blocked. I know who it is anyway.
Night core.
Go get the lighter.
You're making me pause. Brushing my
Any more? Huh? Any more? Any more? Step right up and say something. I'm waiting for you to hear it. I'm waiting just to hear what y'all have to say. Come on now, don't be chicken. Oh, and Sonal, you told me I was a chicken and I wouldn't do this. Fooled you, didn't I? I told you I was going to. I meant what I said. See, I'm not the one types of people that play these kind of games. I can't. I could tell you exactly why I don't play these type of games. Have any of you ever been raped? Have you? I have. I know these types of games and I hate them. And this is not funny and this is not a joke anymore. I'm taking this shit serious as a fucking heart attack. Because if I don't, you guys will just laugh it off and think it's funny. And this is not a funny situation. I mean, stop and think about it, peeps. What if this was happening to you? What if this happened to you? You wouldn't think it's funny. You'd be crying like a little bitch. I know that for a fact too. It's the way a lot of you talk and the way a lot of you act. You know, I tell part of my life story when I'm on here or when I do make other videos and stuff. And I don't have a problem with it. It's because it's called transparency. So I don't care who knows about what has happened in my life. I don't. I've had guns pointed at my head several times. But I don't throw no hissy fit over it, and I don't let myself be a victim over it either. But I'm not letting my daughter become a victim of this shit neither. See, that's what you want, is her to feel like a victim, so she'll do everything you want to tell her to. Okay, well,
As equal.
I know. Tell me what they said, please. Type it in here. Because I know who she is too, and she's nasty. She's been that way forever.
I wish I could find my other brush.
What are you? Ouch. But it's a little more conditioner in it. That'll help loosen that up some more. See, a lot of them like to get on here and talk these different languages and stuff like that because they know I don't know it. But I can always look it up. I don't think Witten talks to her much anymore. I thought I heard that they had a falling out or whatever, but that's okay. It doesn't matter. So no, you think I'm a coward now? You think I'm a chicken? Did you think I was full of shit? Because this isn't about any of the other people anyway. It's about Sanol and Emo. I think you're involved in all this too. Just to let you know that. Ouch.
Sorry.
Okay, so how am I chicken? Tell me that.
Why are you calling my mama a chicken?
Don't. This is funny. Calling me a chicken. How so? Let's say you 5'4" foot pipsqueak. I'm not a chicken. I'm showing you that now. Ouch.
Sorry.
Don't be yelling.
Sorry, Mom.
So tell me, Snow, how am I chicken?
I'm gonna go find my other brush.
Here, go take this too. Oh, take this back here. No, I don't go visit countries. I don't fly. Don't want to fly. Not my favorite thing to do in the world. Okay. And why would I go to India? It has nothing there for me, there to offer me anyway. I like my country. I love a lot of the people in it. There's no point never leaving.
too scared to come to India.
No, I just don't feel like traveling. The one place I do want to go in life, and that's to go on safari, go on safari, and that's to Africa. At the end's autumn, like, this way. Both saying things in another language I don't understand. Ouch. Sorry. Well, yeah, he did try to scam me earlier because he told me that he would quit talking about autumn if I gave him a Tesla truck. Do you remember that? I got that on screenshot too. That's bribery. And that's a charge. Just let it rest for a minute. Ow. Work it with your fingers. Sonal, was a cat about your tongue? Because I don't think you're actually the person Sonal. I think more or less you're emo, trying to hide. Either way it goes, it really doesn't matter now, does it? Okay, the one thing I want to know from you, Snow, and I've asked you this about 15 times already. I'm going to ask you one last time. What is the obsession with my daughter? And why do you want to do all this crap to her? Why? Ouch. Sorry. Let's talk. Well, somebody said the other evening on Autumn's Live that she did that his family has money. I don't care if you guys have money. Money doesn't matter anyway, because once I'm dead, once Autumn's dead, we have no use for money. Think about that. Well, a lot of you other pasties have to pay bills and all that kind of stuff. Unless her and I are gone, we don't have to worry about that stuff anymore. Yeah, Autumn, you gotta start at the bottom, not way up here. Just let it go. Work it or later. Come on, Snow. Say something. I want to know. I have every right as Autumn's mom to understand why you're doing all this stuff. Why? I told you. I'm not going to quit until I find out an answer. So you might as well start talking now while you got the opportunity. Oh, there's one other question I want to ask you too. You had those charges pushed against you from your own state or wherever. Why? Why did you do that? Why would you do that? I mean, that's crazy. See, that's what I fear for my daughter, that somebody's going to try to do something stupid like that. Then I'll be pissed enough to hurt somebody physically. And I don't care who it is. I want you to understand, Sonal, I'm extremely pissed. And there's a few of them on here that know me. And there's quite a few of them that know me that I have a fucking temper. And 98% of the time, I can't control it. And Emo, if you are behind this, why? You swear up and down you're not, but yet it's funny, it's on your account of Emo Metal 59. But because of that reason, why are you and Sonal sharing that account? See, I'm bombarding you with questions and you guys can't come up with any answers. You're keeping quiet. Why is that? Like I said, does a cat got your tongue?
Am I getting it?
Well, you're cracking me up. Yeah, because they got caught.
Can I ask Sanal one thing, Mom?
What?
Sanal, I have one question for you. Why are you so obsessed with me when I already have a boyfriend?
Okay, you're saying yes. Yes to what, Snow? That you're lying? That you're doing all that stuff for whatever reason? Why? Because see, what hurts, you'll never know what it's like to be a mom. You'll never know what that's like because you're supposed to be a man. But you're not even that. I can't even call you a man. I can't. You're getting into this little by little.
I know, Mom.
Come on, answer me.
He has to answer my question first.
Yeah, they may be speechless, sweetie, but I'm gonna tell you something. I want answers. I want answers. Why? Why are they doing this to her? Because she's not done anything to them. She's not made up no accounts in any of their names or anything like that. They start pestering her. She usually blocks, hides them, or whatever. The thing of it is that she tries hard to get them to leave her alone. She does everything I tell her to do as far as that kind of stuff goes. I'm tired of the drama. I'm tired of the stupidity. That's a possibility. Well, but you know something, we'll try hard not to go there. As sad. And if any of you other people out there want to make a comment, go for it. And they're speechless because I'm saying something and I'm asking questions and I'm not getting any answers. Yeah, I get they get a sick thrill out of this, but you want to know something that's pretty sad when you have to have adrenaline rush like that. And why? All it does is fuck with your head anyway. It doesn't do you any good. It doesn't do anybody any good. All it does is hurt the person that's doing all this
Oh my
shit to begin
God.
with, and it'll come back on them in the end. Come on, boys, answer me. I'm gonna sit here until you do. So I'm not backing down. I told you I won't, and I'm not gonna. I'm one of those mamas you don't want to fuck with. Come on, chicken littles. Answer me. Not upward. Down, Autumn. Golly.
Wow.
Got my hair out of my skull, girl. But for a cheap thrill, that's not even funny to do because it's not hurting them so much. It will eventually. But it's they're hurting the other person and scaring them half to death. Let me tell you something. Do you remember the movie Toy Story? Or not Toy Story? Monsters Incorporated? You remember how they used to scare the little kids? Think about that for a second. They do that in real life. Are you one of those people? Are you one of those people, Sonal? Or emo? So you want to push Autumn's anxiety up to the point to where she either has a full-blown seizure again and goes to the hospital, because I will film that too and I will post it. And once people see it and they realize what you guys have done to put her there, then they'll know what bad people you are and they need to block you and hide you and whatever it takes to get rid of you as far as being online. YouTube actually needs to get you guys offline, period, because of the things that you do. I'm being serious. That's a heart attack. Because there is no sense whatsoever in the shit that you're doing. None. They know I'm not playing. I have come up against people bigger and badder than them, and I'm not afraid of it. Because if it's meant for me to die, I'll die. I don't care. But one thing God's not going to let me do, He's going to let me go yet until this is solved and it stops. And that goes for all of you out there. This shit's got to stop, you know? I mean, it's crazy. I know there's somebody waiting in the wings to say something, but you know, you don't need to say anything either. The thing of it is, you said stuff like that to Autumn before. And that's posted on my channel too. So stop and think about it, sweetheart. I told you. Once I have had enough, this was going to go viral. And I meant, ouch, meant what I said.
Sorry.
I meant what I said. I don't have to name any names. You all know who you are. So no. Are you mentally incapable of answering why you're doing this to Autumn? Apparently you are.
Rachel Sapphire said, break out the coffee, boys. We've got a long night waiting on Sanal and Emo to grow a pair.
They're not going to grow a pair. They're too chicken. Just like Sanal kept telling me I'm chicken. What am I chicken of? I told him I was going to do this. I tried yesterday and it kept messing up and it wouldn't let me do it because I kept getting stuff popping up on my screen. And I finally gave up. I took a cat nap.
I tried doing it.
But you want to know something? Because of all the shit that's been going on and the things that Sanal has said to Autumn, I have slept outside because of this reason. And I should not have to sleep outside my home because I fear for my daughter. I don't fear for my life. I fear for hers. And that's what a good mom does. It's protect her child. And I don't care if she's 100 and I'm 180.
Eagle
She's my
said-
baby and I will always protect her.
Eagle said they have no balls. Maybe they're a bunch of sissy boys on the side.
Most likely. I'm sitting here waiting. And I'm not going to get up here until you answer. What is the obsession that you have with my daughter? And why is this so important for her to go to India? There is no importance there. None. She don't want to travel. She don't want to go anywhere. And you can't force her to do it. That's illegal too, you know. I already named the felonies that you've already are going to get charged with if you keep it up. And those are felonies. And the jail that or the prison they need to put you in is Gitmo. That's under military. Thing of it is, that's where you need to be stuck at. For the things that you're saying. Then they can decide from there whether you need to be deported or not. And they can't do that because of all the stuff that you're saying about Autumn. Thing of it is, boys, I want you to understand, I don't fuck around with the law. I don't do shit that I'm not supposed to be doing or anything else for that matter. But what I do is try to uphold it, and that's exactly what I'm doing. I don't play the games that you play. I don't put people's lives in jeopardy like that you're doing now.
Okay, what the hell? Genuine question. Can you speak out about how you threatened to kill your own daughter?
I didn't threaten to kill her. I said, my exact thing I said is, what do you want me to do is kill my daughter. I asked that of another person because she was being a bitch too. And she said, oh no, we don't want you doing that. Well, shut your fucking mouth.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's the reason why I said what I said. Because everybody says they tell Autumn to go kill herself all the time. And every little thing that she does is always wrong, and she don't need to live. She needs to die. She needs to go kill herself. That's Autumn gets told that shit all the time. And some of these people on here can tell you that's the truth. They've seen the screenshots. I got a whole shitload of fucking screenshots. And people saying shit like that to her. Now, as a mom, and something you would never be, you would get fed up with hearing that kind of language toward your daughter. Or to your son for that matter. I get told to kill myself all the time. But why waste my life on that? No. You get back on here and talk. That's Christy, I think. Yeah.
I already hit that fucker.
Oh boy.
I'll answer it for you.
Okay. Tell her she's gonna have to get herself a booster seat. We have a new law that passed in our state, and anybody 5'4" and under has to use a booster seat when they're in a vehicle. I think that's funny. I'm not. They can't force me into doing shit that I don't want to do. And I won't do it. That's a government thing, and they can kiss my ass. But what's funny is that I don't listen to them either. They tell me I have to do something like that because I'm short. Too bad. And so no, if you lived in my state, that would be the same thing for you. You're 5'4", you would have to use a booster seat. I think that's hilarious.
I'm 5'1" and a fucking half.
Yeah, you wouldn't have to use one. Now this is nothing. I mean, Draco was nothing compared to this. Nothing. I mean, he got hateful quite often when he was younger, but it nothing compared to this. Ouch, downward. Ow, Autumn.
I told you to brace yourself.
Yeah, I almost got it, but God bless it, girl. You have to use your fingers and start working it. You can't keep using that brush.
I'm
Judy.
sorry.
She's trying to get a knot out of the end of my hair, and this is really knotted up bad. Of course, I had my cat playing in my hair earlier too, so it didn't help matters any. But Sanol, emo, ouch. I'm staying on here until you guys answer. What the hell is your obsession with my kid? Why are you doing this? See, for me to let things go and to walk away from it is for you to explain why you're doing it. Why? Are you chicken and you can't say anything? Come on, weirdo, say something.
Rachel Skyfire, I have to agree with you. Sanal's worse than Draco.
I don't have any problems with Draco. Haven't in the last 3 or 4 years.
When I said brace yourself when I'm about to do it, I said brace yourself.
Well, what's this person saying? Ouch. I don't even know who that is. I think it's,
I warned you, brace yourself.
Yeah, laugh, you little devil. That's okay. So I know where your soul's at anyway. Type it in English, weenie. Or you're afraid you're going to get caught saying something stupid you shouldn't say.
Sorry, Mom.
This way. Not downward. To your right. Not up here. It's down here at the bottom is where it's tangled the worst, and you got to start there. Ow. 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 Stop.
Sorry.
Hey. Janelle and Emo need an answer. Why are you doing this? If you guys will give me an answer, I will leave it alone and walk away.
Oh, that's Randy. Quit talking. I'll make you mine.
Do what?
Sanal said he's gonna make you his toilet.
You are a toilet. You can't make somebody a toilet when you're already one. Your mind's a toilet. Your mouth's been a toilet. Yeah, so hush. Why are you doing this? Give me an answer. I told you I'd walk away from it if you gave me an answer why you're doing this. Is somebody paying you to do it? Is somebody saying, hey, do this for me because she's being a bitch? What? Give me a reason. I said I'm not going to let this go until you do. We'll be on here all freaking night long. I don't care. Ow, Autumn, easy. You got to start down here or not.
I know, Mom.
I know, but you're starting up here and it's pulling my hair.
Sorry.
You got to do it with your fingers.
I can't.
Yes, you can. You just do it really easy. You're being too. You're not gonna have any hair left. I know that knot is bad.
He ain't talking because he heard him.
Who is this? Right here.
Rachel Sapphire.
No. This one right here talking Japanese, English, or whatever.
That's probably night 4.
I just banned her, so how would she be back on here? It's not
I
me.
don't know.
No. Ow, God bless it. Stop for a little bit.
Sorry.
Well, I'm waiting. I'm being patient. But my patience is wearing thin. It'll hurt too bad when you do it that way, but go get the lighter again. Oh, you're giving me a headache. I'm gonna take some ibuprofen now. Okay. Just let it go for a minute. Ow, Ellen. Stop. I told you let it go for a minute. Come on, I'm waiting. And I'm being very, very patient. Oh, sorry, Stanley. I meant to say hi to you a little bit earlier, and I didn't see that until I was too late. Kevin, Daddy, I know you're on here watching too. You need to watch your mouth because I know where you live too, dude. You people need to stop. See, I know things about all of you that most people don't.
Here, Mom.
I don't know if Sonal is a predator or not, but what pisses me off though is that he is actually saying shit about my kid that he should not say, and it's actually trafficking is what it is, and there is no two ways about it. When you threaten to kidnap somebody, when you threaten to sell them, and then when you threaten to send them into another country, that is fucking trafficking by any standard.
Oh shit, Kevin Daddy's live.
Who cares? I tell him if this was a serious situation, this is not a funny one. So no, like I said, you're a reptile. I'm not going to be your human. If you don't get what you just said on there, And how you said that, you better start using your thinking cap, buddy.
He's not lying. Good.
Wouldn't matter anyway. So no, I don't know if you think women are stupid in your country or something or what, but here in the States, we're pretty smart. And the thing of it is, I've been figuring out a lot of things on my own. I've been having to help a little bit, but I've been putting two to two together. I investigate everything that I want to say about somebody. And what I'm saying about you is honest to God's truth. You put it on that Emo Metal 59 account so many times that you wanted to sell my daughter to your dad that's 75 years old, force her to go to India, and then kidnap her to get it done. See, dude, I don't forget things. I don't. I got a memory like an elephant, and elephants can remember things from 20 years back. Go look it up. I've got a long history of long memory. And what you've been saying about my kid is what's got me pissed. So what?
Quit talking.
I know he did. I know he did that, Wolf. But I look at it this way. Good. He can share it. I don't care.
So no, then come. Skyfire says to now come say to our bases.
Nope. You're not welcome here. And when I say that and they hear it and you come here anyway, you can get arrested for it. That will put you in jail here. Then you'll be sitting here for quite a while until they expedite you. And they may not even do that. You may have to stay here the full sentence. Okay, what is it with you and Instagram, Snow? Because I've heard the same thing about you on there too. I haven't found you yet on there because I've got my account up and running again. But I intend to find you and find out if everything I've been hearing about you on there is true. Is that how you met whomever that you got in trouble over? That you got a record over? Because I'm telling you, dude, we're not like India. India does more things over there than what we do. I know you guys can marry a little bit younger than what we do here. I know that you guys can do a lot of silly things over there that we don't do here. But that's the difference in cultures. And I don't care what happens over there. It's none of my business. I don't live there. I don't associate with people over there. Nothing there is any of my business or Autumn's. What is your obsession, dude? I'm being patient. Trying to be.
Next wave Dave has a point. These individuals who live on the internet are very delusional. Do they not understand that in real life has consequences?
Yeah,
Even
because they
if
can
you
get in
say
trouble.
things online, we'll catch up to you.
Yeah, anything here in the States, they're now making it to where anything on here said can be held and used against you. Think about that one. So you threatened to kidnap my daughter. You threatened to sell her to your daddy at 75. You threatened to expedite her out of the country to go to India. Those are 3 federal felony charges that I will not drop no matter what if it goes through. No, I can't drop it. Now, if you admit to why you're doing it, because you're trying to scare my daughter, because you hate her, you like her, whatever, I need to know why you're doing it. 'Cause I'm not gonna let it drop, dude. Because there's always a reason why somebody does something. It's never a coincidence. There's no such thing as a coincidence. Ow,
Sorry.
golly.
Sorry.
Right. People have lost their jobs over stuff said on the internet. Or over here or something. Get that roulette right through here. And then work on it. Just do the ends and it'll come out little by little. Man, where are these chicken shits? There has been people that have gotten in trouble because they do this kind of stuff. They threaten this kind of shit, kidnapping, all that kind of crap. And they got in trouble for it and they went to prison. They didn't go to jail. They went to prison. And they're still sitting there today. People don't realize when you say shit like that, it gets you the world of freaking hurt. Downward autumn, not up. When you do that, that pulls my hair by the roots. You can't do that. Like this? Yes, that's how. Tomorrow I'm being patient. I've been on here I don't know how long already. For over an hour. And so now he kept telling me I'm chicken, and you just told me that just probably 20 minutes ago. What am I chicken of? What am I afraid of? Because I don't want to go to your country. I've got no business over there. I don't even want to visit. Ouch, Autumn. Downward.
I am.
No, you weren't. He's pulling it straight out. You can't do that. Goose.
Sounds like they're more than a chicken than you are.
See, when I know I don't need to be somewhere, I don't go. I don't need to be in India, a place I don't want to ever go visit. And he makes it more so now because he said what he said about Autumn. I would never go visit. I just don't need to. But what irritates the living fuck out of me though is why are they saying all this shit and then calling me chicken because I don't want to go visit a country that I don't belong in. I don't want to go visit. There was nothing there I want to see. So why? So now why do you feel like I'm chicken? Because I don't want to go to your country? I just gave you reasons why I don't want to go. And if anybody else is like you over there, no, I don't want to meet anybody. And besides that, I don't like to meet people. In fact, to tell you the truth, there's a handful of people on here right now that are watching in the wings, that are on here right now that are making comments that I care about deeply, but they know that I don't like humans. I don't like mankind. They know I have a problem with people like you. That's the reason why, not just you, there's several others in the wings watching, and they know I don't like them either. But I don't mince words, so I tell them I don't like them, and they know it. As a human, I told you I hated you yesterday. It's not that I hate you as a human being, but I hate you for everything that you're saying about my kid. So you still can't give me a reason. I've asked you about 15, 16 times now why you're doing this, and you cannot answer me. Why is that? You got free reign to run with it and tell me why you're saying it, and you won't. And email the same way with you. And all these AI pictures and shit, you can get in trouble for that shit too. Because you're making those without consent. You're making those without thinking of the consequences that could happen because you're doing that. You better stop and think about what you're doing, guys. Because consequences aren't fun to deal with. Oh, I like Indian food. I love Indian food. I love all kinds of Asian food and stuff, but I just don't want to go there and visit. There's no need for me to. I wouldn't even mind driving on the scooter and all that kind of stuff. That I don't have a problem with that kind of stuff. What I have a problem with is running into people like him. And I know even people from the United States goes over there and visits and stuff. But it's just not something I don't want to do. I'm not sure if they're at war or not. But most likely, I mean, hell, every other country's in war for whatever reason because people are stupid. They can't get their heads out of their ass. And what the problem is, it's not regular human beings either. It's all the governmental bullshit. It's what causes the fight. It's not normal human beings. It's people that are in government and above them. That's what's causing all this shit. They do it and they do it on purpose for people to hate each other. This is the only reason why they're doing it. Other than that, people will probably get along and have no problem with each other. It's just the stupidity of government. Come on, you guys. I'm getting tired of sitting on here. I need an answer. Cat must have their tongue really bad because they're not saying a word. Gosh. And to all of you that keeps popping in and out of here, like Kevin and all you guys, I'm being for real with this. All right. The only reason why I'm saying that is because you don't tell people that you're going to sell them. You don't tell people you're going to kidnap them. And you don't definitely tell people that you're going to send them out of the country for whatever reason, because that is illegal. And like I said before, that is considered trafficking. And there is no sense in doing that. And I don't care who the hell you are. Nobody has the right to say things like that to anybody else, ever. Oh, and Sonol and Emo, I do want to bring up one thing, and we are going to talk about this for a couple minutes. You know, when you guys do this shit, do you realize you alert traffickers on here? They don't watch to see if I got a weakness, because I don't. But what they do is watch everybody else. And they watch you too. Don't you understand that by now? Or are you guys that dingy that you can't get it through your head that that shit happens? I've told that to people before. They don't get on here just to watch the person that you're going after. They watch the person that you've torn down to pieces, try to see what their weaknesses are, all this other kind of stuff to see if they can gain access. You can't gain access, and that's what pisses you off, and I understand that. But you know something? We don't go there, dude. You cannot gain access. Ouch. Oh, work it. You don't. It's terrible. Ouch.
I want me to get wet for right now.
No, it needs to be really wet back there again. Yeah. Cowards. God hates them. And that's no joke. God hates cowards because they can talk the talk online, and when they're confronted with it, they can't. And I'm the only one that's confronting them. And they can't say anything. And then they tell me I'm a toilet, that I need to keep my mouth shut. And for what reason? Because I'm telling the truth. I'm stating exactly what you said to begin with. Mm-hmm. See, that's one thing people don't like is I do take screenshots. I memorize everything that's been said, or try to memorize everything that's been said. And when I confront somebody with it, they don't like it. I can't help that. She's playing beauty shop. I've got a couple knots in my hair that I haven't been able to get out of there right now. I got to go someplace Tuesday. I told you what I had to do on Tuesday, and I won't be home probably for most of the day. And if I didn't actually tell you, I'll message you and tell you here in a little bit. But because I don't want to say anything online. And anyway, she's trying to get this stupid knot out of my hair. And not only that, one of my cats had actually played my hair the other night and done that. And I've tried getting it out and I can't. So I'm trying to get her to help me get it out. And she's about pulling my hair out of my skull. It's like my hair wants a divorce from my scalp, you know.
I'll see if I can find a scissors so I can actually
No,
cut
we're
it.
not gonna cut it. It's just
It's
you-
hard for me to get it
get
out.
it really wet. It will help. You can't cut that out because if you do, there won't be nothing left. So you just gotta work it. Don't spray my screen. You did that earlier. Okay. See. But
Oh, he
no, I wouldn't care it really, but I don't like my hair being this long. It gets tangled really easy. I have baby fine hair and I can't stand it. So anything I do, it tangles really easy.
I'll be right back, Mom.
Go take this to your brother. Come on, you two boys. I'm being patient or trying to be. Like I've said before. Say something. Do you have that kind of money on you right now? I know you're teasing, but still. No, it does. It gets tangled that easy. And every morning I have to fight with this, and I hate it. See, I'm unfortunately still married, and my husband always got pissed off at me because that I always put my hair in a ponytail or put it in braids or something to keep from doing this kind of crap. He told me I was ugly, so I quit doing it. So now it got so tangled that it's not even funny. But that's okay. I don't care. I'll get it out. Come on, you two cowards. Say something. Why are you doing this to my daughter? What is the obsession of talking sexual to her like you have been? I'm not going to let this go. So you guys might as well give it up and say what you got to say and let me know why. Because like I said, I'll drop all this shit. But you guys need to keep your fucking mouth shut. Keep your mouth off of her. Quit getting in her lives. Quit doing any of that stuff. Because from now on, I'm going to be in there. I'll just hide you. Tell her to block you on any and everything that she possibly can. Had enough of all these crazy people. I know you're teasing. I thought that was funny. Up. Dang it. There we go. So it irritates me. They're not saying anything. They know they got caught. They can't stand it. And now they're upset at me because I called them out. Yeah, I know they're crazy, but I mean, I'm not going to stop for a while yet because they need to answer me. Like I said, I will shut up if they did. But I can't. Because what they're doing Oh, you read what he said?
$1,000 if mom cuts her mom's hair off bald.
I know he's teasing though. That's what he said.
I was planning on accepting it.
No, we're not. Probably crying in the corner somewhere. But it just upsets me though to no end that everything they doing is leading up to trafficking. I don't want to see nobody go to jail. That's the whole thing. I really don't. And this is why I'm throwing such a hissy fit over this, is because that if I could prevent it now, they will stop doing this shit and not talk to this way to young ladies or anybody for that matter. And they shouldn't, because people are dying left and right every freaking day of the week, and they don't need to be saying this kind of stuff, because what if something, ouch, did happen to my
I
daughter
give up for right now, Mom.
just for a bit, and something would happen to her. And the last persons that she's ever talked to were those two guys, because they kept jumping in her life earlier. The cops will look at that, then they'll get questioned. And when they can't come up with answers, they're going to be sitting in jail cell till they do. See, this is what I'm trying to prevent. I don't want nobody going to jail. I don't want nobody going through all that shit. However, if it should happen because of what they're saying, so be it. There's nothing I can do about it. It is what it is. But if I can prevent it, I prefer to do it that way. And I know a couple of the other weirdos are still listening. You guys need to shut your mouth too, because you've been in Autumn's lives on her other videos that she did. And we all know who you are. But that also makes you a culprit. That's what I'm saying. You all need to keep your fucking mouth shut. Because anything you say negative toward me or to my daughter, and the things that have already been said that were prime target for her to be trafficked, you guys would be a suspect. See, you guys don't understand the bullshit that you guys would all go through, because you guys are the last people that she talked to on the bad side of the group. So see, this is what I'm trying to get you guys to avoid doing, because there is no need to say all this bullshit, and all the sexual shit leads right back to you. Then they're going to put two and two together and think about all the stuff. They'll check out all her shit and they can have at it. I don't care. But see, when it comes back to you, they're going to question you. And when they question you, it's not going to be anything that I've questioned. And I'm making it easy on you. Because I could ask you, who else did you do this to? I know, like I said, there is that screenshot of Sonal having problems and you got busted for it. What was that all about? Why did you do it? Why do you feel the need to do it? You know, you shouldn't have. But see, you couldn't keep yourself under control. And they'll ask you that too. Why couldn't you? And what's the answer you're going to come up with? You can't come up with one. See, there's all kinds of other stuff I can talk about. The thing of it is, it's got to stop now. You have an opportunity to shut your fucking mouth, take all the stuff you ever typed about my kid, take it down. Take it down. Autumn, shut your mouth. It doesn't matter what she says. It's taken my life by she's not Japanese anyway. Somebody pretending to be. Okay, girl. And I know you're a girl. What'd you say? Put it in English, or are you too chicken too? Wolf, do you have any idea what she's saying? Autumn, go grab the lighter for me again. A lot of things on here can be avoided, but a lot of you take it the wrong way or do things the wrong way, and it doesn't get done the right way. And the bad part of it is then all kinds of shit gets thrown out there, and not all the story is told. And I got screenshots of all this shit anyway. And I am telling the truth. And to you, chick, I don't know who you are. I guess we'll have to ban you again or whatever. But there's no point in you speaking unless you're going to speak in English. Why is it so hard for you guys to answer me and ask, and you telling me why you're going after Autumn like this? Why you're saying the things that you're saying? That's all I'm asking. I want an answer. And I told you I'm not getting up here until you answer me. So you're going to have to come up with something, dude. And not only that, this all could have been prevented if you would have kept your mouth shut. See, a lot of times Jill don't see something, I catch it, and I'm the one that reads it. That's what pisses me off. A lot of times she don't catch it because she doesn't pay any attention. But I do. I don't miss a beat. I don't miss a beat. My child is my heart. That's why I cannot miss a beat. Autumn, would you quit asking me silly questions like that online? That has nothing to do with any of this, silly girl, but yeah, you can. Go get me the lighter, please. Autumn. Thank you. Come on, being patient. It's running very thin. Hell no. Barbie's nasty. She don't have none of that stupid shit. I would never let her have Barbies growing up. And I know you're teasing, but I never let her have Barbies. Something a little sinister about Barbie. Actually, Barbie and Ken's kind of perverse. Think about it. They're not married. They had a kid. All that kind of crap. That's crazy. Nah. I wouldn't let her have Barbies when they started doing all that kind of stuff. Period. Okay, but that's not what we're talking about on hand right now anyway. I'm waiting on idiots to answer me. Yes. Would you stop? Delete that, please. You shouldn't even put that on there. Oh well, yes. It's not a cigarette, anyway, so chill out. Autumn. If y'all got something to do, you don't have to sit on here with me. Hi, Akina. She didn't mean it like that. I do have a cigarette in my hand. Yes, I do smoke. Yes, you did. You did it on purpose, Autumn. Turkey. But that's okay. It's just a cigarette. No big deal. Well, it's ever. I'd rather smoke a cigarette than chew and spit. That's nasty. It's a habit. Autumn, chill out. It's funny that they cannot answer. If y'all have something to do, go ahead and go do it. I'll be all right. And I don't care what they have to say anyway. I just want an answer. Guess I won't let this go. I can't let it go. Autumn, you drink a Coke and you got caffeine and it'll get you buzzy, you silly girl. That's what caffeine does anyway. Clean stash. I think you're the one that's pretending to be him, and then you are actually Sunil. Go ahead and share what you think you got to share. But I'm not letting this go until you get your ass back on here and tell me why you are doing this to my daughter. I don't particularly care for coffee. The only thing I like is like the salted caramel coffee. Not like that. So no. And emo, are you afraid to answer me because you think I'm gonna nail your ass on this? Because most likely I will anyway. However, there's got to be a reason why you do it, and there's no coincidence that you're doing it either, because there's no such thing as a coincidence. You're doing it for a reason, and why are you doing it? I told you I'm not gonna stop until you give me an answer. And for some of you out there that think you're a safe haven, you're not. Because if you're friends with people like Sunil and Emo, there's something definitely wrong. Because if they're talking this way to Autumn and blaming her for every little thing when it was actually their fault to start with, then you better think again. Because I look at it this way: when you follow people like that, you're going to end up talking trash like they do. And the only reason why I'm mad is because that Autumn should not have to be scared. Autumn should be able to get on here, do her art, play her games, have fun, and do all that kind of stuff. When everybody else wants to actually practically kill her because of all this shit. No, it's not going to happen. And the thing is, this is the reason why I'm mad. And if you guys can't get that, I pray that if you're female, The ones that don't deserve kids, you don't need them. And for you guys out there that don't have kids and you think you want one, you better think again. This is exactly what you'll go through because you're dishing it out. And for all you people that do have kids and you want to send your kid to school, you better start thinking twice about it. Because what they're teaching at school is bad. It's just an institution. Wolf, can you make out what this person is saying? Because I don't have a translator on here and it's irritating me because she pops off and says stuff but she can't do anything in English. No, in Minnesota they passed a new law for schools. They're using cutout dolls that you can switch genitalia on. And they're doing that in Minnesota. So if you live in Minnesota, don't send your kids to school if you can keep running. It's something they don't need to learn. They need to learn that kind of crap at home. And if you're a night court talking in Japanese or whatever, be a woman. Say what you gotta say and quit putting it in other languages, which I don't understand. Because you and I have had battles before. I don't like you. You know this. Okay, I found out the name you're going by. It's Ezra Scarlet. Supposedly. And you're definitely Nightcore. So I know who you are. Just go away. You're a troublemaker anyway. You've been that way since I've known you. Akina, scroll up if you can. There should be a James Hyperman. Go to that and see if you can check that account because it says that that guy is Sonol's dad, which I know is a lie. But see if it is something, because if it's a fake account, just push on it. Tell them it's a fake account so they'll get it off of here. Come on, you two boys, I'm ready for battle. I want to get this done, get this over with. I'm about it. Why you're doing this shit, and why do you feel it's necessary, and why you think you have to terrorize my daughter? Why? Quit being a chicken shit. Get on here and say something. Kevin Daddy, I know you took a post off my channel, but that's okay that you did. And I'm glad you reposted it. But stop and think about it though. Because those things were threats. He said that he was going to kidnap her. Go to the Emo Metal 59 channel on YouTube and read all that stuff. And then he threatened to sell my daughter to his daddy. And then he threatened to ship her to India. Now, with those three things being said, those are federal crimes against humanity. And it's also called trafficking. So I want you to understand something. That's the only reason why I'm going after him. He should have never said anything like that. It would have never pissed me off. I mean, he said a lot of sexual shit to her, but I could let that go because he's just a stupid man. And that's not going for any of you guys on here. It's just that him himself, Sonal, is. And it makes me mad because he doesn't know my daughter. He doesn't know me. All he's going by is what he sees on here. But see, he's already been busted for something like this once before. And I had that posted. So you missed that because he had it taken down, which is fine because I still have copies of it and you can't do anything about it. However, with that being said, though, what makes me mad is that those three things should have never been said to her. I wouldn't have said, I probably would not have said a word, or I might have pitched a small bitch about stuff, but nothing like I am right now. Because it's not so much, I don't fear for my own life, but I fear for hers. And when you become a mom, and that's something, Kevin, you'll never be able to do, it's it's excruciating, painful to watch your own kid go through something like this, knowing that something weird could happen. And if it does, and you're the mom, and if you don't step up and speak out, nothing will get done. And something bad can happen to her. That's the only reason why I'm doing what I'm doing. See, the rest of these guys that have said shit to me or said shit to her, I've usually let everything go. Or I'll throw a fit with it, tell them I don't think they're a bunch of jerks or something. But I have never done anything like I'm doing right now, ever. And I've never made a live against anybody. I've made videos, but never a live against people that have actually went out like this, ever. This is my first. But the only reason why I'm doing it is because it is, like I said, it is a sign of trafficking, or it is trafficking the way I look at it. And if you don't believe me, look it up. Ask them, ask AI about kidnapping, forcing somebody to marry somebody else, and forcing somebody to leave with their own home country. It'll tell you right there it's trafficking. Or ask your local police department. They'll tell you the same thing. That's the reason why I'm having a hard time with this right now. And all I want to know is an answer why they're doing it. And they either him or Emo, either one can actually give me a reply. And I've asked for 2 days to give me a reason why they're doing this. Because all I have is a picture of Emo standing there with the sign in front of him saying that he loves Autumn and all this other shit. Oh, there is one more charge that could be brought up against Sanal or Emo or both. One of you had posted a picture of you saying that you love my daughter. And Emo, it was your picture. I don't know if it was photoshopped or what, but it was on that account, Emo Metal 59 on YouTube. It said that my daughter has bipolar and that she was in the hospital and that you were collecting money for her. And you also made a comment, and I believe I got the screenshot of that too. You made a comment saying that you collected $200 off some guy. I want you to do me a favor. You find out who that guy was. If that actually happened, you return that money because that's stealing. You're not doing it for that reason, for my daughter. And I don't want nobody's help with that. I don't need nobody's help. You got me? I don't need anything from anybody. And the crazy part of it is what pisses me off even more. She's not even bipolar. She's autistic and epileptic. So you fucking bald-faced lied on that screenshot. You did. And then saying you collected $200 off of somebody. We fucking return it. Because that's bullshit too. All you're doing is lining your fucking pockets with money that you're using my daughter over. And that's fucked up wrong too. You go to jail for that shit too, dude. See, I'm not playing. I told you, I remember things. I said, you still can't answer me, chicken shit. And you guys are trying to hurt her for no reason. She's not done anything to either one of you. And what pisses me off anymore is that it takes two guys or more guys, not women, guys, to go after her and they try to terrorize the living fuck out of her. Well, see, this is what's going to happen from now on. From this day forward, I will get right back at you. And a lot of you don't think I know anything. I know a lot of your addresses. I know a lot of what you look like. I've got pictures of you. I've got all this shit. That if I slap a restraining order against you and you're doing stupid shit behind my back and you get caught doing it, you automatically go to jail. And that's exactly what I'm going to do with this situation. I am throwing a restraining order against whomever. It needs to be done. I want you guys to know that when you go against a restraining order, that means you cannot have third parties get on here and make videos about my kid. You can't make comments about my kid. They can't not talk about my kid. They can't make videos on my kid. They can't do anything. Because it goes back on you and you'll automatically go to jail. And that's how I'm going to have it fixed. Because I'm tired of this. I don't know how many times that she's been online just to draw pictures and have fun. And somebody's always going to say something stupid. And it's always usually a guy. Now think about that one. See, I showed a picture to somebody the other day that I got a picture. It's supposed to be of him. And he didn't say whether it was a yay or a nay. But the funny thing of it is because he wouldn't answer me, I'm almost positive it is. And because of that reason, I know your address. So stop and think about things, people. Like I said, I find out shit. And whenever I do, and like I said, I keep things to myself. And you guys think I'm being a bully. No, I'm not being a bully. I could be, but I'm not. There's a couple of you girls that do the same thing, but I've got your pictures and I've got your addresses too. I don't play with these kind of things. This is stupid. I don't care if you think you're badass. I don't care if you think anything of what you're doing. However, what you're doing is tearing somebody down. You don't need to tear down. If you can't lift somebody up by saying something positive about somebody once in a great while, it shows your true character. You don't have one. You don't have a character. Because everybody's going to believe you're nothing but a bunch of pile of shit, is what they're going to believe. I live off caffeine. I have to. Drinking Dr. Pepper. Wolf is not an idiot. Okay? He's a good friend. He's just being silly. He'll get high on water. All you do is drink a bunch of freaking fluoride that they put in it to treat the water. We've been good friends for quite a while. Where are these idiots? They have got to start talking. See, this is another thing that makes me angry because they want to start shit and they can't finish it when I call them out. I said I would drop this if you guys would answer me and tell me why you are going after my daughter. Why you feel the need to threaten her with kidnapping, forcing her to marry somebody, and forcing her out of her own country. Why do you feel it's necessary? And why are you doing all this shit to begin with? And why do you keep talking sexual to her? Why do you keep posting sexual shit online? Why are you doing all this stuff? As her mom, I have the right to know. And you can ask anybody on here right now. I am that girl's mama for real. No, Autumn, you cannot. You cannot drink with your medication. Rant. Wolf. Stop it. I know you were teasing. She can't drink that nasty stuff. Yuck. You're not going to order anything like that, Autumn. Well, apparently I'm going to have to close this because they're not getting on here and saying a word. But I look at it this way, they pop off and get stupid again here in a little bit and post stupid shit. I'll get right back on here. Autumn, you cannot hide anything from me without it being found out. You know better than that. I'm always sneaky. Autumn, you're silly. Ooh, don't say Elmo's World. That reminds me of Marty Mouse Militia. He used to do that. He was a pain in the butt guy on here that caused problems for a lot of people. Autumn, you're not gonna make no $20 to order alcohol. You know better. You couldn't drink it anyway. We don't watch TV at my house. Autumn, watch your mouth. Hey, chicken shits. You were brave enough to get online and say all the shit that you said. But the second I started making a live, told me I was a toilet, all kinds of stupid crap like that, that's okay. I can let that go. However, I want an answer, and you guys are the ones being chicken shits. We love y'all too. Wolf, I don't think they're going to answer me. I know. I mean, this is getting stupid. See, they wanted me to confront them, and that's what Sunil said. And he said that in a comment. He said, expose me. So that's exactly what I'm doing. Where's he at? He was on here mouthing off saying I was a toilet and all this other stupid shit. Where's he at now? You're good, Rose. Her and Wolf tease each other like this all the time. And we love you too, girlie. Well, I think I'm going to end this because we're not going to get on here. But if they happen to say something, yes, I'll get back on here and do another one. This is kind of fun, actually. Emo and Sonol. I'm going to close this. But one more peep out of either one of you, we're back online again. You got me? And I will call you out again. I'm not going to let this drop. Because, like I said, what you're doing is trafficking, and I don't appreciate the fact that you're trying to do that to my daughter. And I also heard you was trying to do it to somebody else. That's not going to happen. Not on my watch. And I want both you brats, idiot guys to understand that you don't talk this way to women, you don't act this way toward women, and you just keep your fucking mouth shut about anything. Because when you get sexual and talk the way you have been, it makes me want to rip your fucking tongue out. You understand me? Because this is bullshit. It really is. Awesome. Well, you guys, I'm going to close. There's only 2 people on here watching anyway, so
Liar.
I love y'all, and I will talk to you later. And if it happens again, they say any more, I will be back online here in a little while. Bye, guys. It's not ended.